You have been all over my TikTok FYP, either at the Eras Tour or doing a Eras Tour recreation. I need to know more about these backyard performances with this adorable young Swiftie.
Well, I found this boy, Kellen, on Instagram. Actually, his neighbor who puts up his stuff saw me on Jimmy Kimmel talking about my love for Taylor Swift, so she tagged me in it, and I saw this little boy, and I'm like, he's amazing. He's nailing all of her moves. He has a really good voice. Like, he's a really great talent, and I don't have another Eras Tour to go to for a really long time, and they were like a couple hours away from this gig I was doing, and they invited me to go see him, and I was like, I'll go hang out in your backyard. So I was one of 5 people that was like in this kid's backyard watching him do a 3-hour Eras Tour with added songs and like nailing it all, and was so impressive. It was so fun and so wholesome, and like as someone who doesn't have kids, like it made me feel like, oh, it's nice to just make friends with the, like, I hopefully will watch that kid grow up and he'll be a part of my life. And like, it's just nice to meet Swifties. That's really what it's about. I just like being around people that care about her as much as I do. And he does.
I love that so much. I'm also a Swiftie. That's how I've been seeing these videos. What's the next show you're going to on the Eras Tour?
I will be going to Miami. I have a wedding there in Florida on Saturday. So I'm going Friday and Sunday. But like, I would go Saturday too if I could. But my best friend's getting married, so I guess I have to go to that.
What's your favorite surprise song that you've seen?
It would probably have to be, I mean, You're on Your Own, Kid. I mean, just singing that with everyone was just so emotional. And then I think the first time I ever really heard, you know, when you like hear a Taylor Swift song the first time, you may have heard it, but you're like, I hear it, like it sinks in. She played The Lucky One when I was front row, and it wasn't a song that I was that familiar with because her catalog is so expansive, and I kind of got on 1989 and forward. I hadn't gone back and really gone into it, and that song just like reminds me of my own experience in Hollywood and how it's like a struggle and how you sometimes want to run away from it all, and maybe you will, and what would that be like? And that song really sunk in for me that night. Yeah.
You're in an amazing era of your career right now. What Taylor Swift era would you say describes this era of your career in life?
Oh, that's such a great question. I think I'm probably in Lover, because like I really love my boyfriend right now, and I really love my life, and I feel like just things are just going really well for me, and I'm just like, when's the other shoe gonna drop kind of thing. And like it's not that I'm listening to that album I'm always listening to that every album, but that's just what I feel sunny about life and excited, and I really feel like in love in my relationship. And I've been in a relationship with the same person for 11 years, but I'm just now desperately in love with him. It's just all dawned on me. I finally understand. I told him, I was like, I don't know, the way I feel about you recently, like I hear the song Lover and it like makes more sense to me than it ever did. And he's like, we've been together 10 years. Like, I don't know, something else has changed.
I love that. Yeah. And we're celebrating the Emmys this weekend, but coming up, you're hosting the Golden Globes. Yeah. What did you think when they brought that job to you?
Oh, I thought they made a good decision, because I know what to do to make it great. I know the amount of work that goes into it. I take it very seriously, the job at hand. I think I can strike the right tone of making fun of Hollywood while also just completely being sycophantic over it and being like, I want you to like me, but also like, what are we doing here? I think there's a good mix of that. And I think enough people that will be there will recognize me, but not really. So it's a nice... they'll be familiar enough that I'm not a totally fresh face. I just think it's the perfect timing. And although it scares me and it's like, oh my God, it's live and it's in front of all these famous people and it's, you know, a notoriously like hard room to do comedy in, I just feel like my 21-year career has prepared me for this. Like, just I've done tough rooms. I can do this, and it's I just feel really ready.
I love that. Have you reached out to anybody for advice, to any previous hosts?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, some have reached out to me. Jimmy Kimmel reached out to me and just offered for me to reach out to him when the time is right, he and his wife, Molly, and that was so nice. So I will definitely be doing that. Seth Meyers reached out to me, and I'll be reaching out to Conan. I'm going to reach out to probably Ricky Gervais. I'm going to reach out to, seriously, anyone who's ever done anything like this, because it's just Chris Rock. I mean, like, just anyone who's hosted things that I could possibly get any advice from, because I just know when I'm in positions to give advice, it's just so nice when someone asks me for it. And these guys, they've all killed. So, and hopefully I can find some way to get Tina Fey's email and ask her about it too. Her and Amy. Yeah, that would be nice. But yeah, everyone's so nice. It's been great.
I love that. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Yeah,
it was so
great
talking to you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.